Peace, Gemini, Varikama I here of Varikaba Mystics, and we are here to do your past karma work reloaded times two, looking specifically at the lessons that Saturn and Pluto have for you. Okay, Saturn is going out of retrograde phase on the 6th of September, and Pluto will be doing his station direct coming out of retrograde phase on the 30th of September. And both Saturn and Pluto will look heavily at karma, lessons to learn. So lessons can be earned. You know, specifically Saturn looks at your purpose, you being on path, on your reason for being, your reason for incarnating. And Pluto looks at your most needed transformation for you to live a better life. Okay, so let's look at what we have here for you, Gemini. We have female and male, wars and battles, and lessons and blessings. Okay, clarified with the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, this is speaking to me straight that you were the opposite sex in the past life, and I'm feeling like this is actually speaking to a female that is encased in a female body this life, but was a male in the last life. And we just did Taurus, which had the same energy. But you know, Gemini, you being that the twins, the polarity, the being able to see from different heads makes perfect sense, right? But this one's saying to me that you have been different sexes a few times, okay? And I've picked up this energy from Geminis before, which is interesting. I'm just synthesizing some things right there. But yeah, so you deal with the male aspect of yourself very much so, and that brings a lot of wars and battles. And there is a lesson in you to learn to polarize, to integrate, to balance your yin and your yang side, okay? Not be too much of one, not be too much of the other, but work them both in tandem to bring about the best results, okay? Because that's how we work it. Everybody has both feminine and masculine within them. It's how they work it. Because you have been self-sabotaging yourself due to just being on one side of the pole, and yeah, being very detached and stifled. Not stifling, but not stifled, but stifling. Babe, listen, Amor, take the thing and take it into the sitting room. Mum was in the middle of recording. Take your time, okay? Take your time. Thank you. And so you may have been a bit cutthroat. Close the door, please. You may be a bit cutthroat. Detached is what I was trying to get at. Close the door, please. Thank you. And very no banging the doors. Very sorry about that, Gemini. Very stern, cutthroat at times, very wise as well, very pragmatic, very, very much logical and looking at the logics of things, all in the head. Okay, I mean, you can be really in a good stead with that when you're being like stern and on point and detaching is good. But when you're thinking, stinking, and you get into yourself where you're just cultivating your passions, it's a problem. You come into this life as the opposite again because you need to balance and polarize that, the understanding what it is to be feminine, that receptiveness, that nurturing, that welcoming, that that drawing in, and then what it means to be masculine is that go getter, that forthright, which I believe you already know, is that war, that Mars, that go jun jun, but also working and learning about your other side, the emotional side, and not this is it, because underneath the deck we have here the Five of Cups, and this is always someone crying over spilt milk. So i.e. you probably don't want to bring in your emotions. You fear being hurt and being left and being stuck in your mind and shit, but you know that you have the strength and you have to garner your strength. And if you take time to look at your cyclic nature, your past lives and your past understandings, okay, you realize you have gained a lot of wisdom as a woman as well, being that receptive. And you may have been hurt a lot, but if you check those lessons, take time to do some regression, that time with yourself, go out in nature, okay? Study the polarities of both the male and female, and you get the inclinations. As long as you're striving to get cues for what you've already been shown, you need cues on, your guides will show you even more. I hope that makes sense to you, because sometimes you're like, how do I start? Where do I start? Just the thought of you thinking like, I want to know, or I want to find more, where do I start, is a start. Okay, so again, let's Pluto. Saturn wants you to learn your lessons, know that you are both male and female already, and you don't have to be one or the other. Said you work them both, you alchemize, you know. That's Saturn saying. And this one was quite funny to me because just clear cut. I asked, any more cards? It's like, no. Any more cards? It's like, no. I was like, okay, nice. And so this is the lesson for Pluto. Pluto's saying, trust, faith. In all that you do, trust and have faith, and that will bring you your victory, your accolades, your recognition. Okay? From all the shit that you already had to endure into your future, you'll find all that you want, all that you need with trust and faith within yourself. Come in, please. Trusting and finding trust and faith within yourself first and foremost, okay? Trust and faith, Gemini. Trust in yourself and you'll get all that you need. Additional message, you have Caressa. And it says, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next happiness, to your next step, which is happiness. And it's awaiting you. Okay? Let go of some of this thinking. You have the power. There is no lack. And it's only if you want to carry it. Get on your square and you'll be all and where you need to be. So again, learn to polarize, the balance, to integrate your yin and your yang, and have trust and faith in yourself and your abilities. Okay? And to help heal any situation, see the other person's perspectives or point of view to help heal and give compassion to the situation. Okay, Gemini, full joy this month. Give thanks.